Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through all the trending stories that everyone in Dubai is talking about. Today, we're going to be talking about your upcoming travel plans. Are you making them? Are you nervous due to new travel restrictions being imposed in different countries?
Yes, and we'll also be talking about the next public holidays in the UAE will be 6 days long.
We're going to be talking about all the major events at Expo 2020 Dubai happening this December. There is so much.
And an Iranian expat was airlifted from Al Ain's desert after a car accident.
And do not miss the Class A acts at the Yassalam After Race concerts. Before we get to the Yassalam After Race concerts, let's talk about the After Race concerts happening in Jeddah right now. Bieber is taking over our internet feeds, and are we loving it?
You know, I am so into the Bieber fever these days. I was never, but I am now.
What's changed you?
I don't know. It's music. It's just so good. It's really become amazing. Oh, like Ghost.
And what about his dance moves?
Oh, dance moves. Oh.
I'm talking about the specific.
What you showed me this morning. Yeah, shook.
So, if you haven't been, why are you laughing? He looks cool. It's like a march. He's making a thing. Yeah. He's going to make a trend, and then we're going to be doing. You laugh now. At our Christmas party, we're all going to be doing that march. So Bieber is in Jeddah, as well as Jason Derulo and Tiesto, I think. Wow. They're all doing the after race concerts there for the F1. It's absolutely massive. We saw basically every second of his trip so far has been documented. We saw him get off the flight. We've seen him go through different places, and then we've seen him on stage. And the particular dance. Do you want to do it? Can we?
You got it.
We do so much for this show. I sing, even though I'm not a singer, but I don't think I can do this dance move. Ali?
You are a river dancer. You can pull that off for sure.
Do we have it up on Facebook? Guys, watch the Facebook show if you're watching Instagram. Do we have it?
He was like, it was a Martian dance, right? Martian. Amazing.
It's, okay. Let's just do in our chairs.
Okay.
We'll give it 5 seconds of follow through.
Okay.
Actual effort. Oh. Don't mind the cringe.
Okay, got it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. What was that though?
Oh no, it's like this. It is. It's more legs. You can't see the legs.
Let's just
go on, Ali. Come. Show them. Show them how it's done.
Behind.
Do the
Bieber. Ali, just come.
Okay.
Do the Bieber. It's gonna.
Do the Bieber for another day. It's more leg. Well,
you know what? Yeah, it's gonna become a trend. Like
I'm telling you. Look at this. It's iconic.
But we can read your comments on Instagram, by the way.
Yeah, we see you all. Thank you for joining. We're actually here all day. All we do is dancing. So just tell us what you want.
Yes, and, Macarena.
Yeah.
And someone wish us Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too.
Let's jump into our stories and what we have planned for the show.
Yes, but before that, our sponsor for today's show is Yassalam, which is the capital's favorite music festival held around the highly anticipated Formula One Etihad Airways Abu Dhabi Grand Prix 2021. And while Yassalam is the sponsor of today's show, the opinion and statements are Lovin Dubai's.
And your opinions and statements, because we're talking about travel plans, we're talking about what's happening for the holidays, And a question we put out to our audience yesterday is, what are your plans for Christmas? As we know, 'tis the season to travel. And with 3 beautiful weeks of holidays just around the corner for schools, lots of families would usually be gearing up to travel. But after the WHO declared Omicron variant concerning, after stricter travel restrictions were imposed in Europe and flights being cut to some South African countries, the appeal to travel has dampened in some cases. And a number of Dubai residents have shared their woes. Some, of course, are still planning to travel, but there's a definite note of caution in the air. And we got this from DMs from you guys, basically telling us what you are planning for the holidays. Are you going? Are you not? And it's a very, very mixed bag of responses.
Yes. And what were some of the responses? Okay,
so if you basically, it was a mixed bag. Some people just simply said, yes, we're still planning to travel. But actually, like I said, there was a note of caution in the air. For example, Sada Sfi said, yes, I was planning to travel, but after the recent news, I postponed my dates. Kanwarma said, I've postponed my travel. Like basically, I've just postponed it. Nan Chukanyo said, yes, I'm planning to travel this month, but I'm nervous about the rules. So a lot of people are still planning to travel. But of course, you're just nervous. If you want to go and see your family, there is a great story. Farah, she said she hadn't traveled in 3 years. She was planning to travel to Oman with her pals for the first time, but now she's worried. So she has those travel plans made, but she's cautious to either get on the flight or get in the car. It's Oman, you can drive. But yeah, it's...
right, you're right. Yeah, you can drive.
Yeah, it's
in Dubai.
Yeah, I know, but you still might have those restrictions. It's basically crossing the border. We know how fortunate we are to be here. We talked about this yesterday. But crossing the border into the other country is the scary thing, because you're like, what if something happens? I think in the UAE we feel very safe, but it's the restrictions from the other countries that are concerning.
Yeah,
so it really depends on where you're going.
So true. And just with these variants, like we've said before, they're so unpredictable. Like you really can't tell exactly where it's going and what restrictions governments will impose. It just becomes harder to kind of plan out your journey properly and just, you know, follow through with what you had planned initially. Exactly.
For example, like Dan Venter, he has booked his flights to RSA on the 22nd, but obviously flights there are still going, but the travel ban to there is still imposed, so they're scared they won't be able to come back. And we've had a couple of messages from people saying, please lift the travel ban from South Africa to the UAE, because of course people had booked their travel, booked their flights for the holidays, and there's already bans imposed there. So they're obviously hoping that there will be some bans lifted, but what can you do? There is talks, I think, but there's nothing concrete yet on that.
But it is worth noting that Emirates has reintroduced free travel cover on flights until the end of March, which provides some peace of mind for those traveling. I mean, it's great when airlines roll out such initiatives, because it just, I mean, like we said, like it is a peace of mind after, like, you know, when you know the flight is giving you that buffer period to cancel flights, to change flights, to reschedule. And oh my God, the Omicron memes are just, last year it was Delta memes coming up. It's like New Year, new me.
Yes.
COVID-19 so taking it.
You have to laugh. Like, it's just like, I'm like devastated about X, Y, and Z, you know, concerning travel plans, but at the same time, that's a funny meme. I do love a good meme.
Oh my God, Omicron memes are hilarious. Yes. Oh, one of my friends was like, it should be Omicron. I feel like that's just a nicer way of saying it, right? Omicron.
Well, who knows how to actually pronounce it? Do you ever think that these words come out and like around the world we're all probably saying it in totally different ways?
Yeah.
How do you say it? Omicron?
I googled how to say it, to be honest. Like,
this Omicron. Is the thing. Omicron. I don't know. However, those are the holiday period that you may or may not be taking. But Simran did some massive investigative work yesterday to uncover when the next long weekend in the UAE is, because yesterday, coming back to work after 4 days off was not easy.
And it just gets harder.
I was going to say, do you have good news?
It is good news, bad news, mostly bad news, but good news. It is a mix of both. So the next public holiday in the UAE is 6 days long, but you got to earn it. You really got to earn it, because after the 4-day much needed weekend in the UAE officially came to an end, we're all looking forward to the next set of holidays. Clearly, and the UAE residents were spoiled silly the celebratory long weekend with fireworks, drone shows, sales, fountain shows, projection shows, amazing weather, non-stop entertainment, and now the people have to wait another 5 months for another stretch of public holidays. But to be fair, the next public holiday is on January 1st in celebration of New Year's.
Okay.
Which falls on Saturday.
Oh.
Yes.
Shoot.
Which is already a non-working day for a majority of UAE residents, including us. Sometimes. But yeah, so the next public holiday will in the UAE will fall on April 30th to May 4th. So basically start from Friday, which is April 29th, to Wednesday, May 4th, 2022. And yeah, where you guys can enjoy a 6-day long break for Eid al-Fitr to mark the end of Ramadan 2022. But the dates are subject to moon sighting, of course.
And you can see the full list of 2022 public holidays in a nutshell, starting with Saturday, January 1, New Year's Day, Saturday, April 30 to Wednesday, May 4th for Eid al-Fitr, Friday, July 8th for Arafat Day, July 9th, 10th, 11th, that's a Saturday to a Monday for Eid al-Adha, Saturday, July 30 for Islamic New Year, and Saturday, October 8th for Prophet Muhammad's birthday, followed by Thursday, December 1 Commemoration Day. We're already looking back into next year at this point. December 2 and 3 for UAE National Day. And those are potentially subject to change. So wait for the official, because obviously like a week beforehand in most cases we get the official announcement. But if you want to plan your holidays, if you want a cheeky long weekend at some point, look at those and try to break it up. I'd suggest February, because you need to roll into January with something to look forward to. January's a bit early. You're still getting back into your healthy lifestyle after a December madness.
Yes.
So February is the time to book your holiday. Can I come? Where are we going? Maldives.
I am booking mine in and taking your advice for February. Yes.
Wouldn't that be fab if you just like went and booked a holiday now and then you had it to look forward to?
And then we realized there is another variant.
And then there's COVID. and then you have your whole family that you haven't seen in so long and they're like, really? Maldives? Okay. Okay, you can see my family, sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to Maldives.
Why does this sound like it's coming from a place of like...
Well, I have family abroad that would be very upset if I chose to, waltz off to some beautiful beach rather than seeing them when it's been so long.
Oh my God.
Don't we all?
That's
the pressure of family, and then there's probably a wedding looming somewhere that I've forgotten about, or someone's going to have a baby that I'll need to go and see, and all of that fun stuff.
You've been in the game. Like, you just know what's going to happen next year. Like, 2022 is going to roll out. I
don't know.
Weddings, kids, families, holidays. Oh my God, the anniversaries.
Yeah, but before we get there, I saw a comment from someone on Instagram. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your comments about our audio. We're actually trialing new software to make our Instagram live so much better. So stay tuned. We're going to level up. We're going to try to.
Stay locked.
Ali's working hard.
I heard an RJ say the stay locked to this channel, and I'm like, wow, I like that. Stay locked.
What does it mean?
Like, stay tuned. Stay locked.
Okay. Are we stealing now?
What? Are we stealing now?
Tell me. Is it an RJ here?
I don't think it's it's a Dubai based, I'm pretty sure. But I don't think, these things you can take, right? You can get influenced by.
Yeah. But if you say it on the show that we've taken it from someone, then we probably say who we've taken it from.
What? It's like words. I don't patent on words. Like patent on stay locked.
Stay locked, guys. Stay locked for all of the stuff happening in Expo.
Wow.
Thank you. Until the end of December. As we know, 'tis the season to be jolly, and there's so much to look forward to at Expo 2020 Dubai. Have you guys been? What's your favorite thing? With National Day down, the next huge event on the cards is the one and only Alicia Keys is coming to Expo 2020 Dubai, performing on December 10th as part of the Infinite Night series. She's performing Al Wasl on Al Wasl stage. A.R. Rahman, of course, the incredible Academy Award-winning music composer and musician, is also coming. This will be followed by 8 days of festivities for Christmas, when Al Wasl Plaza is turning into, and you can see it, a magical winter wonderland with stunning Christmas decor, festive projections, and a unique Christmas evening show. And of course, followed by that, the big celebration will be on New Year's Eve, December 31. And New Year's Eve at Expo will be one for the history books, featuring a mega countdown for New Year's Eve, lights, music, dance, projections, and fireworks. We literally can't think of a more impressive way to spend the new year, on one that will be once in a lifetime.
For sure, and Expo has announced a convenient monthly pass for adults that covers you for everything. The multi-day pass for adults deal for December is perfect for anyone who is planning multiple visits to the world's greatest cultural gathering. For 95 dirhams pass covers you for unlimited entries until December 31st. But some days require reservations, and it's available for adults 18 to the age of 59 years and includes 10 smart queue bookings, aka queue skips per day.
You need those queue skips on a busy day.
Yes.
So that's actually a very good deal. And before we move on to our next story, can we do a quick hi to Jonah? Jonah, long time watcher of the show, and he won one of the competitions with Daiso Tree. And he came into the studio, or he came into the office yesterday to collect, so we got to meet him. So Jonah, thank you so much for tuning in every day.
You're amazing, really. Like his vibe when he came in the office and just met, like, so sweet. You're the best. I was gonna say something about Expo.
Oh, sorry.
No. I'm sorry, but I forgot.
It'll come.
Yeah, I guess. Or not.
Tune in to Lovin Expo.
Tune in to Lovin Expo and Smashy Expo if you're an Arabic speaker.
On
Snapchat.
This is the moment. Let's go for Lovin Expo. What is it? What is the show? This is the ad. This is the shout out.
The Lovin Expo, where you get your piping hot tea on all things Expo 2020. Every Thursday, 9 p.m. on Snapchat. Make sure you guys subscribe to Lovin Dubai Snapchat.
100%. I am a little bit on Snapchat, but I really like that they curate these like incredible, and including your guys' shows, these incredibly curated shows. Like I look at the shows that you guys make. It's like you know, like MTV back in the day, like that show where people are talking about celebrities, but you're talking about, like, in this case, you're talking about Expo. There's like all the cool graphics and stuff, and it's so snappy. I love them. If you want to procrastinate, if you are sitting at home right now with your cup of coffee or cup of tea, go on to Snapchat right now and watch the Expo show. It's very fun.
It's so entertaining. Not mine. I'm Ali's. Imagine my show is so.
Why not? This is over here. Shout out.
No. Anyway, move on. So, amazing news this weekend. An Iranian expat was airlifted from Al Ain's desert after a car accident. Now, this weekend on Saturday, December 4th, the National Search and Rescue Center, in coordination with Abu Dhabi Police, carried out a rescue and medical evacuation mission for a 28-year-old Iranian woman from the Al Ain desert. And the report was received by from the Abu Dhabi Police Operations Room, stating that there was a car crash in the desert of Al Ain, which resulted in the girl suffering severe and isolated injuries to her body. Now, the site was checked by the Auxiliary Operational Systems, by the operating room team of the National Center for Search and Rescue, and with the capabilities of the search and rescue aircraft, the search and rescue team were able to evacuate the injured to the Al Tawam Hospital to receive the necessary treatment while ensuring and observing all precautionary preventive measures related to COVID-19. So it's just a brilliant story of the rescue, but like really your heart goes out. Like, the desert can be such a scary place. Like, if you don't go in with all the precautions, like, there's a whole thing, right? You have to lower the tires pressure, and just ensure that if you're going in, that you've taken all the precautions. Otherwise it can be very dangerous, like dune bashing, that too late at night, no one's there, you're alone. Yeah,
100%. And it's such an amazing opportunity that we have. Like, there's this amazing desert right there, and what's really cool is that, like, at the weekend, people really use it.
Yeah.
Like, people go for picnics, they go driving their big cars, I go walking my dog, people go camping, and it's so incredible. But it can be a really, really scary place. And like, what you want is total serenity.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to be there and like see another car, so like you specifically choose to drive further, but like you're going into the desert.
Very
so you
true.
need water, and you need like an extra car in case your car gets blocked, and you need battery.
God, yes.
You need all the precautions. So yeah, that's so true. I would never go venturing out as a newbie in a
desert.
It can be really dangerous. But if you are equipped with the information and maybe a guide potentially,
yes,
until you can learn it, it's really literally like the fact that it's on our doorsteps and we can go there every weekend while the weather is amazing is just fabulous. I'd really recommend.
Honestly, after seeing and hearing of such stories, and that too her car flipped, you just want to take that extra layer of precaution and just stay by the road, you know, not venture too inside.
No, but if you have the knowledge, I think that you're good to go.
Yes. Point.
Literally.
Moving on.
Okay, so the biggie, we're talking about Jeddah, we were talking about Justin Bieber, but the biggie on our periphery is, of course, next week F1.
Next week F1. So don't miss the Class A acts at the Yasalam after race concerts this coming weekend. Only the biggest names in the music are hitting the stage this weekend for 4 outstanding concerts after the Formula One race days. And I'm talking about the Foo Fighters, Lewis Capaldi, Stormzy, and Khalid. Now, you can catch them performing live at the renowned Yasalam After Race concerts from December 9th until December 12th. And the Yasalam After Race concerts produced by Flash Entertainment will be the biggest 2021 has ever seen at the new Etihad Park. And opening acts include Freak opening for Stormzy, Mo Flow opening for Stormzy, Mogleta opening for Lewis Capaldi, Greg Pearson opening for Lewis Capaldi, Shebani, who is a very well-known local artist, opening for Khalid, Michelle opening for Khalid as well.
And of course, get ready for the Yasalam After Race concerts, which have been on hold for 2 years, and now they're back with full capacity, which is super exciting. So you're going to get those amazing concert vibes. Ticket holders must have their tickets scanned at Yas Marina Circuit over the race weekend to gain entry to the After Race concerts at Etihad Park. That's definitely worth taking note of. They are available on a first come first serve basis. All tickets have free standing general admission access. Now, you may or may not know, Etihad Park is the largest outdoor venue in the Middle East. It's situated right at the heart of Yas Island, and Flash Entertainment have organised some really iconic concerts in the past, so you can ensure all COVID-19 precautions will be put in place to ensure your utmost safety. It's going to be huge, like the fact that it's back after 2 years. There's just like this vibe of back. Obviously Sevens is back after a year on hold. Now the F1 Yasalam After Race concerts, and even like the pre-singers like Shabani, Moflo, Freak, like these are really cool local artists that like a lot of people know and love. So you'd even go for them, and then Stormzy, and then Lewis Capaldi, and then Foo Fighters. Like Foo Fighters is going to be unreal.
Oh my, literally everyone I'm talking to right now about anything, the conversation that just seeps in is the Yasalam concert. And like, which artist do you want to see? Which artists are you excited to see? Are you going for any of the concerts? Like, it's just the talk of the town, the Yasalam, the F1 concerts right now.
100%. So, let us know who you're going.
Are you going
to see?
And the race.
And the race, yes.
The race. Well, the race is the end of the season. Potentially Lewis Hamilton's big finisher. If it, give us the info, guys.
Oh, funny you ask. I was to say no. So last night at 9 o'clock Saudi time, 10 o'clock Dubai time, the race started in Jeddah, and Lewis won. It stopped like I think 3 times. A lot of safety cars.
Why?
To do with different things. I didn't watch it, but to do with different things. There was a lot of crashes. Yeah, ooh. And they have to learn for the next race, which is in April in Jeddah. But it was really well received. It's an amazing venue and things like that. So it was a great race. But what happened was Max Verstappen was leading the F1 all season, and Hamilton, they changed his engine about 6 weeks ago. And he's just been on fire since. So he's been winning and gaining points all the time.
What happened there?
And it's coming down to so he won last night, and it's down to the last race of the season, which is perfect for Abu Dhabi, perfect for race fans. But it's basically Max against Lewis on
I love that, a big final finish. So people are really going to want to be there on the Sunday, and that's the day the Foo Fighters are playing. So race lovers, music lovers.
My blessings are with Hamilton.
Thanks, Rich.
He's a vegan, and I think he has the blessings of all vegans out there. Yes.
Are you always on a pulpit for vegans?
Why not?
Why not? Guys, that is it for us on the Lovin Dubai show. Get your tickets for Yasalam After Race concerts right now because they are flying out the door. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
What?